How many of you have ever driven after you've had a few cocktails? And how many of you have ever felt guilty once you've gotten to your home and you go, whew. Yeah, yeah. I wanted to share just the benefits of driving a friend home or being there when somebody needs to, have assistance. There's nothing worse than leaving a lounge and reading the paper the next day and finding out that one of your friends has been involved in a motor vehicle accident, and it's been because of driving while intoxicated. Not to mention, the horrors of what they have to live with, not to mention the family of everybody else involved, and with a small community too. I know that having a driver's license is a true honor and a privilege. I have a lot of friends and a couple family members that don't have their license because they've been irresponsible. I'm trying to stress about, just being more responsible with driving, especially when you go out and entertain in lounges and, at restaurants, and think about getting behind the wheel, call a cab, call a friend. There's a lot of lounges around that will actually loan you money just to make sure that you're safe. And if that ever happens in your travels, one of the things that you might want to remember is to stop by and pay those lounges or bars or restaurants back, because that way they know that you appreciated their generosity. As college students and the public, it's really necessary that we, take responsibility and focus on trying to not drink and drive, or even prescription medications can be an issue. When a person does get a Dewey, it can be a felony. It can also keep you from getting a job. And then if you are employed, it can get you to lose your job just because of the bad publicity, depending on where you work, especially if there's any people that are killed, if you're involved in an accident. There's I want to stress that always call a cab, ask a friend, know your limits of alcohol consumption. Never assume that 2 or 3 drinks your response time is going to be perfect, because inevitably it's going to be that cat that runs across the street and there's a little kid right behind it. My references were Baron Lerner, and his book is on drunk driving since 1900 in 2011. This is one of the car wrecks of a drunk driver. And it's important to take control of your own lifestyle, especially when you decide to go out for the evening. As college students, we study so much, and we know that playtime is really valuable because it refreshes our brain in order for us to study for those really, really challenging tests, midterms and finals. So it's really important to take some time for play. You've earned it. And then of course on the other side, if you drink too much and you have a midterm or a final coming up and you're hungover, that's not a good thing. So my summary is just to always think about trying to call a cab, bring enough money if you go out for the evening, know your limit of alcohol consumption, Never assume that 2 to 3 drinks, you're gonna be just fine to drive, especially there's gonna be that dog that runs out in front of you. So today I've given you some suggestions on trying to have a good time, and it should make it easier for you to sleep at night, knowing that you've assumed this responsibility. And I know that there's some really serious consequences to drinking and driving. Thank you very much.